Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dee Reinhardt with Illinois WorkNet, and we are having our technical assistance session for Apprenticeship Illinois grant. On the screen, you should see the partner guide. On here, what you can do on occasion, if you think something looks a little bit different, we have the partner tool updates. And if you click on that, it will show you what's been updated. So we do have some updates that came out on June 1st. I'm going to go over those quickly, and then I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. So on the, let's go to this first one for user management. Whoops, user management. We did an update for user management to allow you to search what kind of role the user has. One of the things that we found is that with these roles that say organization administrator over here, you don't have access to all of the tools that you should have. So everybody from your organization should have public viewer if you want to be able to use the customer support center. So check your roles, and there does happen to be instructions here about how to use this. So if you need to add or remove a partner from your partner group, you can do that on your own. You can add new users as necessary and give them public viewer access. That will help them control customer lists for your boards, for your dashboards. The other thing that I want to show you, and I should do this in test. So let me get my test account popped open here. Pull this over.
Hey Dee, can you just start at the very beginning? I'm sorry. I don't have that page bookmarked and I always forget how to get there.
What do you mean start from the very beginning? Let's start
all
from
those
the
updates.
Beginning. Illinois, the partner page?
Yeah, so I go to the partner page and mine doesn't look like yours.
Apprenticeship Illinois Partner Guide?
Yeah, or maybe can you just put the link in the yeah, that doesn't, maybe, like I said, I'm struggling to even get there. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so now from test, if we go to this is in test now, so I'm not going to be showing you any real customers. If we go to, oh goodness. I love computers. I love computers. I love computers. Okay, so from a customer's profile, the next thing that we fixed was on the actual customer's profile, we have a link so that you can upload documents. So these might be eligibility documents. It might be results from some sort of assessment that you've done. It might be their resume. It could be almost anything. If you upload a file, you now have categories that you can include. So if you're doing any subsidized wages, you can include payroll documents, you can include timesheets. There might be a career plan or a case plan that you're doing for that participant, so you can include that. Maybe they have educational documentation. They've earned a certificate or they've earned their GED while they're in your program. You can put that, upload that in here. Any kind of eligibility documentation, you can upload that. Any sort of assessments. One of our programs uses the Casey Life Skills assessments. So we actually put a specific piece in there for that. So if there's something specific that you as an entire group need to track specifically, let us know, because we can add that to the list of things. And then once you have those upload, or once you select your category, then you can choose your file. I would suggest putting a description in here so that if something doesn't have the direct naming convention that you can tell what that document is, then you would need to describe what that document is so that somebody could see in the list what it is at a later point in time. So we have file name, description, what category it falls under, who uploaded it, when they uploaded it, and if the document needs to be removed because it needs to be replaced, then you can remove that document. So that's the uploads. Let me come back here to our updates.
Dee,
Yes, ma'am.
on the document uploads, if somebody completes their apprenticeship and gets the certificate from Department of Labor, should we be uploading those certificates into that?
That would probably be a good idea because that would be a verification of the outcome.
Okay.
All right, we fixed user management. I already talked about that. We've on each of the pages, or many of the pages, I'm going to go back to test for this one. On many of the pages for the direction pieces, so for example, the dashboards, we have added related instructions onto the pages. For user management, we added instructions so that you don't have to go fighting around trying to find the instructions for these different pieces. So that's something new that we've added. And if it's within the customer profile, so if I go back to my group and I go back to my customers, on a customer page, we have related instructions down at the bottom of the page so that if you need to understand about how to do the eligibility, that documentation is there. If you need to find out about how to work with the career plan, those instructions are there. So that's something that we tried to do to make it a little bit easier for everybody to use the system more effectively. And then last but not least, on the intermediaries, we put everybody in alphabetical order because for people like me that have access to everybody, it makes it a little bit easier to find you if you're in alphabetical order. If I'm looking for best and they're way down at the bottom of the list instead of in alpha order, it makes it a little bit easier for us. All righty, so now let's go take a look at, what do I want to look at? I want to actually look at the dashboard. So we have some good numbers in here. It looks like we've got 154 total participants. We've got 73 active participants. That means they have some sort of a step or service or activity associated with them. So are there any questions about how to add a customer, what to do with them once they're in here? Are you adding subsidized wages for worksite placement? Are you using your career plan to try to set up a registered apprenticeship program for them? Any questions about any of this that I might be able to answer for you? I'm hearing crickets. No. All right. Well, then I will, if I don't have any questions about anything, I will give you back time in your day so that you can move on with what you need to move on with. We do have planned to get some export buttons added to some of the reports, and we are doing a couple of updates to the dashboard. So by next month, we should have some more updates to show you. If you, and everybody has checked in, so that's great for that. So everybody have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your summer weekends, because summer starts on Sunday, and happy Father's Day to all the dads and uncles and everybody out there.